Hello everybody, Genghis here, of course, again in the 113, and this time we're on Sacred Valley, hashtag knowing map names. So, and actually, the enemy team has a lot of heavies, right? They have 3 Type 4s, 3, 2 E75s, and E100, possibly like a 183 which might also come heavy corner, and so on. But I do decide I want to go heavy corner here. There aren't enough, like, on one hand, I don't want to fight that many super heavies in the 113 necessarily, right? But on the other hand, there just aren't enough mediums for it to warrant for me to go over here and play over there, at least in my eyes. So considering they have those kind of heavies, right, Type 4, the 75s and the 100, I'm gonna have to play hold down if I want to make the 113 works frontally against those kind of tanks. And having that in mind, I'm going to try out playing on the outside over here. It's not something I do normally, especially since, you know, for the longest time, if you would go there, you would just get completely destroyed by RT. With the new RT, since it doesn't, you know, one-shot, two-shot you anymore, I guess those kind of positions are way more viable, if there's only one RT around. And, yeah. Otherwise, I could obviously try and side-skip here, but I just feel that if I'm side-skipping here, they have an E100 and 3 Type 4 side-skipping there, it's just not, you know, going to be the best trade. I am fast though, so I'm going to go aggressive, right here, as you can see, and play at least over here. And yeah, go from there. As you can see, I loaded heat straight away, which, well, I'm not particularly proud of, but in this kind of a matchmaking, I did decide to do so, because I didn't see myself carrying this without penning my shots, at least at the beginning. And, you know, Type 4 armor is extremely balanced. So yeah, I get a free shot into an E75 turret side, I peek over here. And yeah, well, rip. E100 hits my lower plate actually somehow. Really thought I would at most be showing my upper plate. But yeah, my fuck up, if anything. And that's a great start. So with that, I'm still going to try and stay here, play the hold down. I positioned myself a bit better at this point, at least I hope so. Bounce kind of unluckily there, at least in my eyes. And yes, enemy 75 and Type 4 moving up, which gives me side shots, which is part of the stuff I wanted. But yeah, I guess heat against side armor, but then again, at that kind of angle, I really would have expected that to pin. I do manage to find the 100 turret though. That's that. And the 100 is now frontally, and he's definitely right. He just wants to deal with me, basically. At least that's my point of view, otherwise he wouldn't go there. And this is kind of a worrying situation, because there really are a lot of enemies around. But yeah. I'm just waiting for him, right? While he's side-scripping, I cannot penetrate him, or very unlikely to. I can maybe get an odd pin on the turret ring. So I'd rather just hold my shots. But since I still am fire, I can now go peek for these guys. Give the Type 4 one into the cupola. He misses me, which is why he does 45 damage, because logic. And the 100 loaded again, so I'm pre-aiming him again, while making sure I'm pretty much hold down. Yeah, there we go. Nice little shot into his peeking turret side. It's really important in this kind of situation, right? If an E100 or a mouse or whatever is trying to just bait you to shoot at his angled turret, just don't. Just don't, and when you have a shot, shoot and get back. Yeah, can peek here again. Managed to snapshot the cupola of the E75, maybe even the turret front, but pretty sure that looked like the cupola. You can pen E75 turret fronts with gold ammo. It was basically all tier 10s and 9s. That shot wasn't too well aimed. But yeah. Same goes with that. And at this point the score is 2-7, and it's like me and the Kranwagen somewhere against, well shit, they're pushing me. So I managed to pen that one into the Type 4. I'm using, look at this, yeah. I'm using the Type 4 voluntarily as a shield from the 100. Because obviously the 100 here is most likely to do a lot of damage to me. However, there is also a 183 now who gets spotted in the back. So I actually cannot like drive up here in any way, right? If I drive up here, he's just about to shoot me. So I need to fall back down. But by side-hugging the Type 4, he's got some pretty massive issues of penning me. Now I'm loaded, why am I not shooting? Because I want to shoot that guy, okay? So that's it. Take out the one-shots first. Always, always, always. Even if that means holding a shot for a little second or whatnot. You could argue I should be probably shooting the E75 here while side-hugging the Type 4 or something. But then again, I'm tracked and just trying to pin whatever I can. Managed to take him out. I'm out of heat, by the way, after the last 2 shells already. So only AP left from this point on. Managed to somehow kill that Type 4. And now I guess reverse side scraping to take out the E75. Managed to get a nice shot into the lower plate. Obviously, it's, you know, reverse side scraping the 115 is not the best thing ever, but it's definitely better than peeking with your ass first. And the 183 shoots me in the back of the third hole, actually, I think, doing a couple hundred damage. 648. But since he's on reload, I know I can go forwards and get here. And, okay, crap. Well, that's not good, right? Now on 88 HP, I somehow survived getting rushed by 3 super heavies who had, like, way more HP than I did. But I'm stuck behind a wreck, which I can't move away from, and there's an RT, and my team is dying, and my base is dying. And there's an E75 who basically just has to either load HE or be able to aim at my cupola, or push me and not be entirely horrible to kill me. But yeah, really not the best situation. By the way, it will probably get quite wiggly, so I don't know, if you have epilepsy, maybe skip forwards a bit, because I'm trying to not get hit in my cupola right here. So the 75 peaks way too far for no good reason at all, giving me the track shot. And if you get a track shot, take a track shot. Right, always, always, always. So I know I out-reload him, but during that time I'm pretty, yeah, mainly focusing on my aim. So that's done. You see me wiggling back and forwards and wiggling my turret sideways, right? That's why I'm aiming left and right like that, to make it as hard as possible for him to hit my cupolas. And that's really the only goal here. He tracks me there. I do not know why that shot bounced, but I guess it was aimed a bit too high in the spaced armor and then some low roll from Pen or whatnot. Anyway, A75 dies with the Crown Wagon finally taking him out. Somehow. The RT hits me at 27, leaving me on 61 HP. Score is now 10 to 11, which is 4 tanks on each side and an RT for the enemy team. With me being a one-shot, our Jack Panzer being a one-shot, the Crown Wagon and the 183 having a bit of HP left. But they definitely, although we have a full tier 10 setup, still have a bunch of very viable tanks around. So okay, I'm gonna try and... Whoa! Snapshot. Nice arrow. Okay, that was good, that was good. There's still 62A around, and I actually have no clue how many HP he has, because I was very much tunnel visioning on my own fight for the last, well, I guess, while. I'm going to try and, you know, like, he was somewhere around here. I'm actually kind of figuring that he probably might be coming my back at this point. But, okay, there he is. And he's a 3-shot, right? So he bounces on my upper plate, I peek and get one into him. He should not have shot that shell in my eyes. I'm using the wreck as cover, right? Kind of side scraping in a weird way. And now, as soon as he gets too far forwards, where it starts getting to my side, I'm just going to try and front hug him. And yeah, managed to get one right to him, and the Crown Wagon saves me. Also, I might have been able to make him bounce if the Crown Wagon wouldn't have been there. Okay, now, I'm definitely just staying here, right? RT is so much aiming for me right now. So I need to wait for 10, 15, 20 seconds. Not only to make sure I'm unspotted, but also to make sure the RT isn't like able to pre-aim and blind shot whichever side I get unsafe off. Another batch DP gets spotted there. I managed to track him. This position is actually quite decent against him because I'm more or less automatically hold down. The issue that the RT might be able to hit me here, I'm not quite sure if it can or not. It's a 261, right? Where a Conqueror definitely could, but with a 261 that building does give at least some cover. And the match AP is trying to run away now, because he figured that he's in a crossfire which he can't really survive. But I don't really think he can run away either. And well, the 183 tends to agree. Okay, so that's that guy taking out, leaving just the STRV and the good old RT, which means this game is most likely won, right? I mean, an STRV is broken enough that it could be maybe sitting in bush, right? One shot, two shot that guy, and then, you know, RT shot on the Crown Wagon. You know, if maybe he's camping up here and sniping us when we go cap or something like that. But yeah, this was, I don't know, such a, you know, playing this live on stream, completely adrenaline game. I didn't play, I guess, all too well at the beginning, bouncing a couple shots and, you know, eating that free shot from the E100 in the lower page, which really shouldn't have happened. If you would have pinned my turret front on my cupola or something, I would say, okay, RNG or well aimed to him. But I should not have showed him my lower plate at the beginning. And I guess at the end, I managed to pick it up. Going to you know, trying to communicate here. Actually, I tell the Crown Wagon, go like this, yeah? He pings affirmative and doesn't. But okay. The logic behind that is that, you know, in case the STRV is like here or here, especially here, you get one guy from the back, one guy from the front. Although I guess this game is, you know, pretty damn won at this point. But oh well. I know. and I'm still unspotted here, right? So when he wasn't here, I figured that the SUV was probably somewhere in there. But he didn't spot me there either. And now he finally gets spotted over there. The Kranwagen is still going for RT though. RT, which just hit the Jack Prancer, by the way. And yeah, the 183 manages to take out that guy. And spoiler alert, I'm going to go search for the RT over here and end up getting killed over there. So let's have a look at the post-game stats. I think quite fittingly, I got not only a Steel Wall, but a Spartan, on top of the good old Ace Tanker and High Caliber and whatnot. Ending up with 7.7k damage and 5 kills. Also, huge congrats to our 183, which got 6.7 and 6 kills. I dare claim that this game was, you know, carried by us 2-3 people. Teams, man. Teams, man. Anyway, have a look at the TV tip report. Out of my 38 shots, I did actually manage to hit 28, but only 20 penned. Mainly at the beginning, I missed 3-4, bounced 3-4 in a row, and then, you know, the odd bad shot here and there, and RNG. Managed to block 3.4k, which is quite decent in the 113, right? In this kind of situation, at very close range and so on. I actually managed to use my hold down armor and so on in a position where it's not the most obvious to do. Without getting shot too much. Assisting a tiny bit too, and actually traveling quite a bunch. I did lose a bunch of credits, that's what happens when you spam heat all game long. But, well, I wish the meta did not consist of Type 4s and mouses all the time. But it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. As always, see you next time. Bye bye. Gang is here.